Hey, this should be a fun one. Here we go. Right there, you saw me before the game, and now you're seeing me after the game. Yeah, I was in the game. I was in Lincoln. It was actually a lot of fun for the result of the game. It was a very fun environment. People in Lincoln are always super pleasant. If you were at the game, I didn't really see a lot of people. I tried to hook up with some friends, but couldn't find them. But yeah, if you were at the game, tell me your thoughts. I thought it was a really good atmosphere, very enjoyable, great game to watch if you're a college football fan. However, I am just more than a college football fan. I am an Ohio State fan, and this game pushed it for me. Really did. Well, I was having a little bit of a heart attack there in stands. I didn't take a lot of footage from game. I didn't take a lot of game footage because I was focusing more on the game. So I do apologize for that. If I go to a game next, I'll try to see what I can do about that. But this overall was a pretty enjoyable game, considering the fact that Ohio State did not have a second half touchdown. And let's talk about that. Of course, this is Ohio State fan reaction. You see it above my head. This is game 9. We improved to 8-1 with the win over Nebraska. But I have getting concerned up there. So first off, I do need to say this was an incredible effort from Nebraska. Nebraska played really well in this game. Martinez was making a lot of very, very nice plays. Toure had 2 long passes, including one for a touchdown. Just amazing performance by Samori Toure. We'll get to an amazing receiving performance on the other side for Ohio State because Jackson Smith and Jigba. Wow. But Nebraska played well. Even their defense was showing up today. Stroud really threw the 2 picks himself. It wasn't like there were some good plays made by Nebraska. Well, one of them was just kind of a lob that Stroud tried to force a lot of throws today. He went 36 of 54, so his completion percentage is not bad, but 54 passes, hot dang, dude. Like, why? Run the football more. Granted, we ran the ball 30 times and it wasn't working very well. We only averaged 3 yards per carry this game, but Nebraska has a pretty solid run defense, so wasn't overly concerned about that one. But CJ, why, dude? Stop forcing throws, my guy. Jack Miller got suspended for this game, and it ended up mattering. Stroud played the entire game, but why? Dude, stop forcing throws. He was throwing high, throwing low, everything in between, and trying to force a lot of throws, especially those 2 picks he tried to force. And, well, they got picked off for a reason. He probably could have had 3 or 4 in this game because there was 1 drop pick and then 1 pick on the sideline by JoJo Domann that was just out of bounds. So probably could have had 4 this game. And red zone. For 2 straight weeks now. I didn't mention a whole lot in my Penn State one because with Penn State, they have a pretty good red zone defense. But for this one, score. The end zone is right there. This is the best offense in the nation, and we could not get a touchdown in the second half, although how hard we tried. We got it into the red zone. Nebraska's defense was playing pretty well, but yeah, just no touchdowns in the second half. An absolutely fantastic second quarter. Going into the locker room, only up 7. But again, I wasn't super worried about it. The defense in this game, I feel like, had a solid day, right? Well, hold on. We'll get back to the defense. I'm kind of jumping all over the place here. But Jackson Smith and Jigba. Oh, my God. 15 catches, which is an Ohio State program record for a single game. 240 yards. And a touchdown. Smith and Jigba was busy today, and he is our wide receiver of the future. Olave Wilson probably gone to the NFL this year. Olave definitely is. Wilson probably is as well, unless, of course, he pulls a Chris Olave and decides to come back, but I don't see it. By the way, Wilson didn't play in this game. I don't even think he traveled with the team, I'm pretty sure. Is a head injury, they said on College Game Day was. Yeah, he's considered day-to-day right now, so we'll see if he's ready to go for the Purdue game. I can't imagine that he won't be. And speaking of Purdue, they're up 28-21 right now against Michigan State as of recording this, so we need to watch out for that team next week. But Jackson Smith and Jigba, oh my God, you are amazing. What a performance from him. You have to be happy with that. But overall, this team, again, I have some concerns. We're in game 9. When the playoff rankings are coming out now, you need to be impressive. I don't know what happened in the second half. I don't know if we were looking ahead. We thought we could take a half off. Like, I don't know what happened, but we clearly needed something to change that second half, or I would like to take that entire second half back. Even though we outscored Nebraska in the second half, we did not play well in the second half, period. Noah Ruggles is absolutely amazing, though. I do have to mention that. Ruggles made, I believe, all 4 of his field goals today. So good on him. Still has not missed a kick this year. Man, Nebraska would have wished to have him. Again, Nebraska missed 2 kicks. If Nebraska would have made their kicks, you'd have been looking at a lot closer of a game. That's the story of the season for Nebraska, right? We saw the Nebraska team this game. We saw the Nebraska team that puts in a fight. We saw the Nebraska team that played Oklahoma, Michigan State, Michigan really, really closely. We saw the Nebraska that blew Northwestern out by 49 points. And again, they still lose. I'm sort of going to kind of take back what I said in my review last week. I kind of went off on a little bit of a heated tangent about Scott Frost and how he might need to be headed out of town. Now I'm kind of reversing my course on that, because Nebraska, they seem to be trending in the right direction, but Scott Frost still can't win these close games, which to Nebraska fans, it has to be frustrating. And calling for his head, I get it. But to a program that I think you have to let go of the past, right? The Tommy Frazier days are gone. The Scott Frost playing days are gone. Like, Scott Frost now being at the coach, he's not a bad coach. He needs some personnel to change, things like that. Because Nebraska, there were a lot of points where they could have pulled this one out, and not taking anything away from Nebraska at all. Again, I've already said they played a fantastic game. Probably could have won this one as well. So again, just a lot of games when you look back in Nebraska that say, oh, they probably could have won this one, but yeah, anyway. For the Ohio State Buckeyes, we have Purdue coming up next. I don't know how to feel about that one, honestly. Like, watching this game here, it's, again, watching the game in person was a little different than watching the game on TV. In person, it can at times be harder to kind of see what the offense and defense are doing, because you don't have the commentary behind you and things like that. But again, I thought this was a decent game for us. It wasn't great at all. And again, right now we're in November. We need to be great. This game was not great. But again, because we are in November, as long as we keep winning, right, we still have hope to make the playoffs, right? Playoffs definitely still in sight, but three games coming up next that are wow. Right? Purdue, Michigan State, and Michigan, all going to be very interesting games in and of itself. Let's look at some stats here. I do want to talk about the refs in this game. That's what else I want to talk about. Wow. These refs were on another planet in this game. I mean, they were horrible. They were awful. There were some bad calls on both sides. I think the majority of the bad calls went on Nebraska. The kick-catch interference play made no sense to me. Those of you that watched the game know. So Jackson Smith-Njigba was back receiving the catch. He catches it and runs out of bounds. The player that was down there for Nebraska, I can't remember who it was. It was number 4. Name is slipping my mind. I apologize. Kind of puts his hand up, gets about this far, right? Gets about that far from, no contact. Everything's fine. And then there's a flag that comes out. And the only thing that it really could have been called for was kick-catch interference, which there was none. And then what happened with the refs was that they went on a flag parade and decided to throw every makeup call ever. So there was a lineman downfield that, probably you could usually get away with, but they pulled the flag. All right, fine. Holding, false start on Ohio State. Like, the best string of makeup calls you're ever going to see from a play that should not have been called. The refs were horrible. Horrible in this game. And I say that as a fan who was, on the beneficiary of most of those calls, right? I I like to watch a game where the two teams just play, right? They play, they battle out, and it's a good game. I don't like the refs to have an input on the game. And I'm not saying that's what happened, because Ohio State, while I don't feel like they played good enough to win this game, they obviously did because they won the game. But the refs in this game were horrible. Someone needs to get smacked across the back of the head for this one, because that was not good. Not great showing by the refs there. A poor showing by the officials in this game. But as for the showing for the Buckeyes, it was okay. 495 yards of total offense, 9 for 19 on third down, which good for them. But again, only 90 rushing yards. We weren't really able to get the ground attack going in this game. We did control time of possession, 34 minutes to 26 minutes. We only allowed Nebraska 2 for 13 on third down, but again, the third downs that mattered, Nebraska was able to convert those. So yeah, all in all, it was a solid game. Probably not as impressive as it should have been, especially considering we got into the red zone a lot. Could have scored a lot more touchdowns. Probably could have won this one by 20 or more points. We come away with a 9-point win. So definitely some things to work on going into this game against Purdue, for sure. But hey, I mean, I got to see the team walk out of the tunnel. You guys saw that. The environment was great. The people sitting around. We had club seats, by the way, which I had no idea they were going to be club seats until we got there, which awesome. Great. But the people surrounding us again in Lincoln were very nice. Lincoln usually has a lot of great fans, and the environment was rocking. Their sellout streak continues by, again, they're kind of forcing people to buy tickets at this point. But yeah, Ohio State improves to 8-1, keeps their playoff hopes alive, avoids the upset bit in Lincoln, while Nebraska falls to 3-7 in yet another single-digit loss. Let me guys know what you thought of this game. There's definitely a lot that can be improved upon in this game, right? Also, Cameron Brown got hurt in this game. I haven't seen an injury update on him yet. Because after he got hurt, I didn't see him get back on the field. So, again, I wasn't listening to the game, so they might have given an injury update there. But we'll see what happens with that. Other than that, Garrett Wilson is day-to-day. Hopefully he's ready to go for Purdue. Speaking of which, Purdue, again, last time I checked up on Michigan State right now. I'm going to go watch the conclusion of that game along with some of the others that are going on. A couple upsets already. Minnesota goes down. Wake Forest goes down. Pretty good action if you're a college football fan. Again, I was not able to watch any of the other noon games or most of the 2:30 games, the games that went on those times. So I'll mention that in the review again. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, consider subscribing, do all of that fun stuff. This was OSFR Season 2, Game 9. Remember to play hard, but tailgate harder. I'm going to see all you guys on Monday with my review. And then, of course, Tuesday is my top 25 review and playoff ranking reaction. I'll see all you guys later. Goodbye.